Good afternoon. I'm Tim Bernal. This is Brian Luco and Dylan Drop, and we are Kwoller. Now, everyone knows mobile commerce is humongous. I mean, literally. It's expected to be over $100 billion in the US alone by 2017. And this sounds pretty amazing, right? But when you dig deeper, you find that most of that growth is driven by tablets. And can you hit the next button? And despite the smartphone, which is the most ubiquitous internet-connected device out there, being the primary means for people to shop on a mobile device. Yet, when it comes to dollars spent, tablets actually far outpace smartphones.
So why is that? No big surprise here, but mobile shopping today is terrible. Let's look first at the mobile browser. Say you're looking for a dress, and the first thing you do is go to Amazon and search for a dress. What you get back are 1 million dresses. Literally 1 million dresses. And if that doesn't work, maybe you go to the brand or retailer's website, and you're faced with these mini thumbnails where they're so small, how do I decide what I'm buying? It's like I'm shopping for dolls, not real people. And if you think native apps have solved this problem, think again. Native apps have largely focused on search and filter functionality with a hierarchy approach to shopping. This works great for targeted shopping when you know exactly what you want. What it doesn't work for is browsing. And if you think mobile shopping's bad, let's look at deal hunting on a phone. We're faced with a situation where we're constantly inundated with sales and deals on items that we don't want. On the flip side, we're missing out on all those deals on the items that we actually do want. It has gotten so bad that Google has taken it upon themselves to put all your promotions and all your deals into a special folder called Promotions. And if that doesn't work, maybe you go directly to the Deal Hunter websites. But this isn't ideal either. What you want is to get deals on items that you actually like and that you'll actually buy. So what if somebody actually created an app where you could browse items and shop deals at the same time?
And with Kwoller, we're doing just that. Kwoller is an app that finally makes mobile shopping fun and makes deal hunting a breeze. There are some that might call us the Tinder for shopping, but we'll leave that to you to decide. Can we go to the demo, please? So from the moment you fire up Kwoller, there's no product hierarchies, there's no filters to mess with. We just show you one beautiful product at a time. And then you just let us know what you think. If you don't like it, you simply swipe left, and we show you another one. Now, if you do like it, you swipe right. And when you do that, we're doing two things for you. First, we're adding it to your love list. And you can think of this as a personal wish list on Kwoller. And secondly, we're actually checking if that item is on sale. And if it is on sale, we'll buzz in your hand, we'll put an alert on the screen, and you can purchase right then and there. So moving back, sometimes on Kwoller, you find things that are just too good to keep to yourself, like this gem right here. So just swipe up, and you can share your favorite finds on Kwoller with your friends on Facebook. So by now, you can see how quickly someone can browse through amazing products on Kwoller. But sometimes, you might want to sit back a little bit, get to know a product a little bit better. So just tap on a product, and we'll show you more images for it, and a little bit more description below. And then in the upper right-hand corner, you can purchase with that green button, or on the main page, if you go back, you can also purchase in the green button there. So every single product you see on Kwoller, you can purchase. But sometimes, maybe you're not ready to make that purchase. Maybe you want to let that decision percolate a bit. So always come back to your love list. And your love list, like I said before, it's like a wish list. But it's a very smart wish list. And what I mean by that is, from the moment you swiped right, we set up a price tracker for that item. And so when the retailer takes that markdown, you get an instant alert that now that item is on sale. So you'll never miss a sale again for the products that you want with Kwoller. So that's Kwoller. It's mobile shopping for people just like you. Smart. Can we go back to the presentation, please? So for my time working at retailers like Amazon, Macy's, and Saks, I learned that there's 3 priorities in retail. getting the right product, the right place, at the right time. And Kwoller delivers on all three of these priorities. With our machine learning algorithms, we're able to take the right products and get them in front of the right users. As a mobile app, anywhere and anytime becomes the right place and the right time with Kwoller. Now, what we realized was that retailers were still missing one key element here, the right price. And with Kwoller sales alerts, we let our users find the products they want at their right price. But we won't stop there. In the future, we'll work with retailers to come up with targeted customers and give them the opportunity to purchase at a price that's right for them specifically. So we're happy to release Kwoller today at TechCrunch Disrupt, and we are live on the App Store if you just find us at Kwoller. Thank you so much.
All right. Judges.
Great presentation. Quick question. Are you guys planning on owning the cart, or are you going to mostly just be a pass-through affiliate model for retailers?
Today, we are a pass-through affiliate, but we know that the best experience for our customers will be a universal cart that we'll own, and so we're working that way in our product roadmap right now.
So, quick question for you. So, well done. Congratulations. I guess, so like the innovative UI kind of got the simplicity of what you're trying to accomplish. The piece that I didn't, I guess, fully understand is how are you actually coming up with what you're presenting to the user? So you glanced over kind of a machine learning approach, but I'm still not sure I understand what prioritization you're actually using to bring things forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're using a host of collaborative filtering techniques, and we can first think about whenever you create these systems, there's a few problems you need to solve for. So when it first comes online, you don't know anything about your users, and your items are brand new. So what we're using is called item-to-item collaborative filtering. So we can basically cluster items together. And then as the first users start interacting with those items, we can start learning a little bit about them. And then as users use the platform a little bit more, we can start seeing correlations or relationships between users to users. And again, we can start using that to kind of pinpoint fashion tastes. It's very difficult to try extract every single aesthetic feature within our product, because like a big button and a small button could be the difference between making someone like something or not. So we're using a host of methods between item to item and user to user to help solve that problem.
Got it. From a product perspective, could you talk us a little bit through the onboarding? Because I think that's pretty much the hardest thing that you got to solve to make it a really crisp experience to discover the product that you love. And the second thing, and maybe it's just me, but I think there's a super critical piece missing here, which is the community. So what are your thoughts on that? Because that's really a point of discovery which could be immense.
Yes, we totally agree. So the first question on what does the onboarding process look like? So right now, you sign up with Facebook, and so we can already get some baseline of information about you. But one of the great things about how we've set up our algorithm is based on what we know, we give you their best shot. And as we learn more, we're able to kind of change gears on which algorithm we're using. So that's kind of to that notion. On the second point, the social aspect, yes, we have that so much in mind. I mean, there's other companies out there that are doing amazing things in social shopping, and the ability, and when we were talking to customers early on, just validating the idea, they said, oh my God, this would mean I could see my friend's love list, and then when it's her birthday, I can find the perfect thing to purchase for her. So we're totally on board with that. And I think it could also be a very powerful platform for brands to tell their stories to customers as well. Right now, there's some either one-to-one or one-way communications or two-way communications on the different social media apps. And I think our platform could start solving some of the problems that they currently have.
Okay.
Congrats with your pitch. Many people come on stage having raised a lot more than 10K, so you guys did a lot on a shoestring, so that's impressive. I continue to see Tinder for X come in and pitch me, and I think your presentation of Tinder for Shopping is very, I think, intuitive for the younger generation, and so I think that's a good thing to go after. Can you talk just a little bit about, this was touched on a little bit with Florian's question, but a little bit about customer acquisition. You launch a great product. It's obviously a noisy space. I don't know if you guys have kind of a few examples of how you hope to get some customers early on.
Yeah, so we have some amazing ideas in our marketing tank that you'll see this summer.
Extra special.
But a little peek for that is this summer we're going to release something we're calling, or not calling, it's just offline browsing mode. And then in New York, that people hopefully will call it subway mode. So we're going to plan some subway promotions, something like that. And we're using a lot of digital media and social media strategies. And one of the members on our team this is what he does for his life, basically. So we're super confident about that. And when we come back to the fall, the captive audience for something like this is on campuses. So we want to have some campus ambassador programs, and then we're going to try and work with fashion and lifestyle publications to kind of get some great stories about us too.
Can you take a minute to just give us some background on the team, and then also curious about the name?
Sure. So I guess I'll start with myself. I'm Tim Bernal. We're actually basically all from Columbia. So we're from Columbia Business School.
At Columbia.
And we've met our engineers from Columbia as well. I was doing retail before school at consulting for retailers, and then I was most recently at Amazon.
And prior to Columbia, I was at Embedly, which is a Y Combinator-backed startup. And then I was also in finance at Fidelity Investments.
I don't have a mic. So I'm an undergrad in Columbia Engineering, and I've also worked at several startups, including View the Space and Movin'.
And we have a PhD from Columbia in the audience as well, who focuses on machine learning.
And then we have a guy he's an associate creative director at an ad agency right now. And then the second question, how do we come up with Kwoller? So the beautiful thing about koalas is that they are super cute, A, and B, they're super, super picky. So there's something like 800 some species of eucalyptus, but they only eat like a handful. And so what Kwoller is going to do is there's like a billion different clothes out there, but they'll help you find those perfect matches just like they find the perfect eucalyptus. And you guys, was the koala showing at some point?
Yeah, he's adorable.
It's great, great koala.
To the point of being able to help you find exactly what it is that you're looking for, is there any ability for people to filter at all or tell you things that they specifically don't want to see in terms of specific categories? Obviously for me, like maybe I don't want to see children's clothing, I don't have any children. Obviously the breadth of categories is enormous that you could be showing a person.
Yeah, so right now...
You can answer that in like 3 sentences because we're out of time.
Retailers only now. We'll be adding categories and search functions pretty soon.
Yay.
Most impressive. That was Kwoller. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you so much.
Brian, I'm sorry I put